All right, we're going for the cheeky little invade. Probably not going to get anything because we have a Blitzcrank and they're in their jungle. Blitz don't flash. Don't do it, Blitz. Okay, you know what? Blitz is fine. All right, he's got no flash. All right, you know what? All right, I respect. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Are you imitating me?
Oh, I'm not getting leashed. That's fine. That's fine. I did not play during preseason. It wasn't just preseason that burnt me out. It's just, it's just playing League too much in general with the current meta. Why? What? Get over to you, stupid buff. Like, I'm attacking you. They're walking away, and you're like, I'm gonna go chasing. It's like, how about you don't chase? They're like, nah, I'm chasing. It's like, bud, mate, hell. Good timing. It's harder to take breaks from things like League though when you're a content creator, because like YouTube does considerably worse if you take breaks and don't upload frequently. Streams, people are gonna forget about your stream and move on to a different streamer if you don't stream consistently. It's harder to take breaks as a content creator, which is sad. And when you play a game that currently doesn't really get much new content, aka League not getting much new content other than a new champ every couple of months. I'm only doing this invade because I know he doesn't have flash. Alright, that works. I got the kill on him that I wanted. Unfortunately, that means the mark didn't spawn on Crab, though, because it spawned down below, since the marks can spawn starting at 3:15 and Crab doesn't spawn until 3:30. You're not gonna kill me, but this is pain. I have to flash actually, because if I don't flash, then Yorick. Oh, Yorick hit the slow. I might actually die after all. Oh wow, those ghouls! Wow, those ghouls waited to jump from all the way over there. Those ghouls! Wow, I didn't know they waited that long to jump. I thought they wouldn't have jumped. He wasn't gonna kill me if the ghouls didn't jump, but dang. I guess I don't know how Yorick works. My bad.
An ally has been slain.
Peacefully they go.
Hungry we follow.
That's kind of pain though. I wish I knew that Yorick ghouls didn't, like, they would still jump even if it wasn't immediately after he hit the thing. Not knowing that kind of hurts. It's not a big deal. Is my bot's winning? Yeah, it's fine. And I mean, I'm still pretty even with the Mumu. Like I said, it was just a situation where I didn't know the interaction of how that champion worked because I've never played that. Why is a Mumu? A Mumu's not a threat because a Mumu's garbage as a jungler. You get tenacity and he's never a threat. That's just, I wish there was a better explanation. It's just, again, you just get tenacity and he's not relevant. That works though. We killed him too fast so I didn't get the mark, which is kind of sad, but yeah.
I wonder how they see me.
Ashes on wall.
If Zed used the shadow, maybe, but he's 6 now. Probably shouldn't force. I've never killed my wolves, and they're still level 1 wolves. I should probably go kill those for XP at some point soon. Hey, Spot's doing so well. And I'm strong as well, so that's good. Going hard against like Silas. But Silas is worse. Well, yeah, that's because Silas is really strong and really broken and has way too much damage. Like Silas's E alone, for example, does 280 base damage and then has 100% AP scaling on it. Which, if he has 500 AP, his E2 alone is doing like 700 damage. Obviously, that's pre-mitigation, but that's still so much damage on a champion like Silas, who's also healing and CCing and things. Like Silas in general is just flat out broken. Related. I mean, PTA is better early game if you're playing purely 1v1. Lethal Tempo is better for late game scaling though, and hyper carrying and if you do on hit and stuff. Lethal Tempo is by far the better late game rune, but PTA is by far the better early game rune.
If it draws breath,
It meets us.
He's not on the dragon. He's on his blue. Did Riot wipe your friends list? No, it's just the servers were being really bad today, and the friends list server is bugged for some people. What is my opinion on Legend Tenacity nerfs? I get why they're nerfing Tenacity, because fighters take it pretty much every game, and it's really broken on them. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's not the right way to nerf fighters because everything about fighters is broken. That's my opinion on Legend Tenacity nerf. Like, I understand why they're nerfing it, and to be fair, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't fix what makes the champion super OP, you know?
those who run from death
Okay, I got enough for my Kraken here. Your friends list seems fine? Yes, because like I said, the league servers went down, and some of the servers that have the friends list and stuff on it are currently still messed up. No, it didn't actually wipe your friends list. You should have your friends list come back once all the servers and stuff are actually working right again. But Twitch and League and all that stuff right now is really bugged. They also changed Ceres. Yeah, here's the thing about changing Ceres. They're buffing Ceres to give it a shield and make it a good item again. And then they're also, which I think is fine, but then they're also buffing Rod of Ages, and Kassadin's already really strong, and I don't want to deal with Kassadin being OP again, because Kassadin is so obnoxious when he's OP.
Godlike.
There are so many ways to die.
Destroyed a turret. Legendary.
The main other change I don't understand is why are they buffing, what is it called so heavily? Oh, well, he got murdered. Why are they buffing Horizon so heavily back to 100 AP when Shadow Flame and things? Like, I get Horizon's not great, but I feel like they should be buffing its passive percentage of damage, not giving it back 100 AP. Because now you're going to get Horizon plus Ludens plus, like, Shadow Flame and Death Cap and have so much AP and damage from it. The alternator burst goes boom now.
Always there.
I feel like a lot of the changes they're making are really weird to some items. But at the same time, I'm glad they're at least doing something instead of leaving every item dead, like how Navori was a dead item for so long. Now can we just make Stormrazor a good item again? Can we just give Stormrazor back its 55 AD, please? Be more. Yeah, but the difference between the percentage buff and that is the percentage buff only applies at certain times and isn't just a flat out buff to huge AP ratio champions that have huge AP ratios on their abilities. That's the difference. That's why, in my opinion, the percentage buff makes more sense because it plays around the niche of what the item is designed for. That was not your brightest call, but okay.
Hurry then. Faster.
Favor like frozen axe.
He wasn't paying attention to the Zed. Oh. Oh, if that hook would have hit, that would have been so nice.
The weft and weave of fate guides.
Ranked or draft? I'm playing ranked. Alright, see you, Phoenix. Have a good night, bud. And we really wanted the Scrugs? Yeah.
The only true death.
Well, like, in my mind, like, Horizon Focus, the main appeal to it is its passive increasing your damage by a percentage and stuff whenever you're long range and stuff, which is fair. But, like, to me, just buffing the flat-out AP on it again, which I understand that it used to have a lot of AP, but it got nerfed whenever they added Shadow Flame because, you know, adding another alternator item and huge AP item kind of can be an issue if you add too much at once. That's why, like, to me, that's the idea of, like, you know what, let's, and when we buff LDR, instead of buffing the LDR passive like they did, if they just decided, let's add 25 more AD to LDR, and it's just like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. You're guessing draft, right? What do you mean you're guessing draft when I quite literally just said I'm playing ranked? Are you...
The chase ends.
I quite literally just said that. What do you mean?
Turret plating will fall soon. Ally has been slain. An enemy
You never see a Mumu jungle anymore? Yeah, that's because pretty much everybody plays a Mumu support instead.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise.
An enemy has been slain.
You agree to disagree? What do you mean you agree to disagree when... It's not an opinion. I'm playing ranked. You don't get to choose if I'm playing ranked or not. There's no agreeing to disagree here. Like, what?
See the way they scramble like baby armadillos.
They laugh.
Ranked in oh yeah, ranked in preseason means absolutely nothing. I get higher quality games in normals than I do in ranked in preseason. And you like only watching people try hard in ranked? Well, I mean, then only watch people who try hard in ranked. Everybody has their own line.
Your team
Dong, friend.
Not here, not yet. Now.
I do no damage to a Mumu right now because of the amount of armor he has.
killing spree.
I don't have any LDR yet. And he's got Aftershock. Oh my gosh. I don't have LDR yet and he's got Aftershock. Oh, that was so pain. Luckily I had a bit of MR. If I didn't have that little bit of MR, I would have died.
Is he there? What sound do they make?
Feathers falling on fresh snow.
He went pretty much all armor here. He has, like, Heimer should melt the Moo, but
Next one down.
he went pretty much all armor right now, so I don't do damage yet.
We are dear wolf.
Please don't take this from me. Almost kills you. He almost kills me because he has all armor and I have no pen. Of course he almost kills me there. I got hit by all of his abilities and I don't have any pen, and he has armor, HP, armor. If he was easy for me to kill right there, there's an issue.
Double kill.
Oh, somebody else is here. I don't know who that is. That's a Moo.
Triple kill.
Okay, Cassante just 1v3? Question mark? And still has HP to spare?
Destroyed a turret.
Build third item in Borkowak Cleaver? No, if you build Rapid Fire third in the current meta, that's not a good Kindred player. Here's the bad Kindred players build Kraken Collector and then Rapid Fire every game because they don't know how to build, and then they complain when they don't do damage to tanks. Anybody who thinks that's the best build path in every game should not be talking ever about what to build at items because they don't have brain cells. No, he didn't die. New York got the kill, Sag. He had heal up there.
It is necessary.
I mean, it's not, Rapid Fire is not bad on Kindred if the enemy team's squishy and you're doing crit builds, but if the enemy team's not squishy and you're not doing crit builds, Rapid Fire is not worth it whatsoever. Rapid Fire is good in situations where they're not the current meta, where everything is tanky and bruisery and just annoying.
The weft and weave of fate guides.
The hunt is back.
But even then, not going IE third is still kind of weird on Kindred because you excel so heavily with Infinity Edge. I could take that, but I'm not going to take it from him. He's fed. He's doing really well. It's still just weird, like, and Kindred Infinity Edge third is so much better and such a bigger power spike on most things. You almost never need Rapid Fire in a champ like Kindred. It's just pretty much, a lot of Sheep Saw pro players and high elo players do it in certain situational games. So of course the Sheep who have no clue how to think decide, hey, I'm bronze and I saw a pro player or a high elo player do it in one game. I'm going to do it every game and think that it's the right build, and if you don't do it every game, you're clearly wrong. And it's just like, nope. You let your sister sit in a station in a city, or in 2 cities away. Ah, because you forgot about her. Probably not the best thing to forget. Lucian, bro, my mans, why?
Follow.
My mans, I saved you only for you to go back in.
Let us grant us the most power.
Mumu's chasing them. I don't have mana or I would want to fight, and I also don't have my second item finished, so I don't have much damage.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Blitz, you're gonna hit it once. I got faith, friend. Oh my, the dragon spawn and Mumu's crying knocked us back immediately. I need 10 so bad. Alright, there we go. I also needed mana there. It probably would have helped if I backed for mana at some point, but mana's for noobs and we don't do that. Wait, is Dong gonna actually Dong, are you? Oh, Dong, you tried. Alright, I got damage now, so we're good. Dude, you can't rely on killing a tank. I mean, Kraken Bork isn't worth if you're going for tanks. Wits does more damage to tanks. Bork is only good against HP stackers early game. Wits is better against people who are getting armor. So if it's actual tanks who are getting armor, Kraken Wits and then Bork is better, or Kraken Wits then LDR is better. Bork is good against people who are building Heartsteel. If they're building like Jack Show and things, Wits is better. The on-hit magic damage is infinitely more useful than on-hit physical damage against tanks as Kindred. But if they have a lot of HP, like Jack Show, that is when things like LDR just... Or not LDR, sorry, Bork pop off. Well, it's not necessarily that Bork's only for HP stackers, but second item, it's not worth it. Yes, I'm well aware armor items, but Wits does more against armor. Bork's damage is reduced by the armor from the armor items. Bork is not an anti-tank item, it is an anti-HP item. But if they have a lot of armor and you don't have armor pen, the anti-HP is pretty much irrelevant because you don't have any way to get through all their armor. If you're going to build Bork, you want to have a pen item first if they're not doing like Heartsteel builds. So if it's not like a Mundo or something, Wits is much more useful. Wits doesn't get its damage reduced whatsoever by the armor, which is what makes Wits better. Bork does. Like if they're building tanky like armor and HP items, go Wits and then either Bork or Cleaver or LDR. And if they're building HP, then go Bork after Kraken. But if they're not Heartsteel champions, then it's most definitely not worth. His ult's gonna be off cooldown surely, right? Or why is he just following me, not doing anything? Alright, that works. Why? Okay, bye. If they have armor... If they have armor, do Kraken, Wits, Bork, or like depending on how tanky they are. If they're a super tank like Ornn, then do Kraken, Wits, Cleaver, and then Bork. Wits is insanely good. Don't try to ignore Wits. And no, it does not matter if they have magic damage or not. You do not build Wits for the magic resist. You build Wits for the on-hit magic damage. That's what makes Wits good. The on-hit magic damage, not the magic resist. Wits is a magic DPS item with magic resist on top. Not a magic survivability item that does magic damage. If you want magic survivability, like in things, you build Maul, not Wits. But do they build magic resist? That doesn't matter. Being a champion like Kindred who already does physical damage with their base damage and Kraken for true damage, adding Wits to the bunch to have the Tribrid damage is insanely strong. Wits is like the best second item for Kindred against tanky and bruisery champions. By far. Alright, now Cyber. A promise is a promise. I did win the game, Cyber. I did win the game. We did win the game. all right. Do we get our subs? All right. Oh, let's see. Damage wise, did the second most damage in the game. That's fine. Lucian did the most. There's the runes and things. Cut down did 1200 damage. Nice. All right. Thank you, Cyber. I appreciate the 79 gifted subs.
Are you imitating me?
I appreciate it, Cyber. Thank you very, very much. All right, anyway, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube too. Yeah, there you go, chat. Cyber bet me 79 subs that if I win. So there you go. There's my win and my 79 subs. Hope you guys enjoy.